Let's check out another Breba fig tonight. This variety is going to be Nixon Peace. It's one that I grafted onto my in-ground tree last year. I'm not really a fan of honey figs, but I really do like this fig. I've tried lots of different honey fig varieties. Yellow longneck more recently, and that's a really great variety. And all I would say with that is Nixon Peace is just an edge better on taste. I noticed tonight that the ants are starting to attack this fig, so you can see just the skin up here is starting to split. The ants are really looking for any entry point. So this may not be perfectly ripe, but clearly this is a huge fig. And of course, being early crop, these are going to be a little bit heavier than main crop. But all in all, this is a very large fig. That is a big guy, 119 grams. The only one that was close to that was a Toro that I had grown a few years back. So this is one monster of a fig. And like I mentioned in my other video, I am upping the irrigation, so that also is going to affect the weight of these figs. Clearly, if these figs are dried out and they don't have that moisture level, they are not going to weigh in as high. That's why often when you're looking at fig videos on varieties that you may grow here that are grown in more humid, wetter climates, they often are much heavier than what we see in our climate due to our dryness. This variety does have an open eye on it. So those ants are going to be an issue unless you deal with them. Just a side note, if you're dealing with ants, I find diatomaceous earth, just dusting that on the tree low down, definitely prevents those ants from climbing up and getting into your figs. You can also try a physical barrier. Tanglefoot is very effective if you have a single trunk. Just make sure that you've got something in between the trunk and that sticky stuff, or you can girdle your tree. Let's get on with the tasting here. This could have definitely hung a day or two longer, but given that I hadn't taken steps on that tree to protect it from ants, it was either picking this a little early and enjoying it or letting the ants have it. So you can see that the skin is pretty soft and it just kind of peels away from the pulp. Of course, we're looking at an amber flesh on the inside, yellow skin. These figs are super sweet, so if you have a sweet tooth, you're going to like this fig. Refreshing fig and deep honey tones. I'd say the richness is what sets this variety apart from other honey figs that I've tried. The other thing to mention about this variety, if you're considering growing it, is how vigorous it is. Now I've got this grafted on, and the graft is almost double the size of the rootstock branch. So I know I'm going to have an issue in time. So if you are going to grow this variety, I would really recommend putting it in ground, making it your rootstock. It is by far one of the most vigorous varieties I've ever seen. And just rooting this fig, which I do have a couple on the store, these were the front runners. They rooted out and rooted to the bottom faster than any other variety I was growing. So these make excellent rootstock, and I may just put this one in ground and cut my graft off. After trying so many different honey varieties, this is the winner for me and the one that I'll keep in my yard. Thanks for watching, and happy gardening.